If you run a residential service company, I guarantee you've heard these 5 words before. We went with someone else. Think about the last 90 days in your business. How many times did that happen? How much revenue walked out the door with it? And here's the question most contractors never actually sit with. Was it really about the price, or was something else going on? My name is Kevin. Before I built Militant Media, I spent 5 years selling HVAC systems directly to homeowners, sitting at kitchen tables, walking through basements, giving quotes to families who were comparing me against 2 or 3 other companies. And the company I worked for wasn't the cheapest option, not even close. We were consistently one of the higher price providers in the market. So I know the feeling. You're driving to an estimate, somewhere along the way, the thought creeps in. They're probably getting another couple quotes. These estimates are probably going to be cheaper than mine. How am I going to justify this? And when that thought takes over, you start showing up differently. You start leading with discounts before they even ask. You start defending your price before anyone has even questioned it. You get in your own way. And it's not your fault. The entire system you're operating in has conditioned both you and the homeowner to make the price the only thing that matters. What I saw was the contractors and companies that won the most jobs weren't the ones with the lowest price. They were the ones that showed up already trusted, before the estimate, before the conversation, before numbers were ever even put on the table. But how do you get homeowners who have no idea who you are to trust you before you even show up? Before we get into that, let's talk about what happens when a homeowner reaches out to you. They contact you, maybe they fill out a form, maybe they call. And unless it's a true emergency, what do next? They start researching. They pull up your website, they look at your reviews, they check out your competitors. They're not trying to waste your time, they're just trying to answer one question. Who can I actually trust with my home? Here's what they find when they look at 99% of contractor websites. Quality service, trusted professionals, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 20 years. There's a couple things wrong with that. One, that's what everybody else's website looks like. You are not standing out from anyone by doing the exact same thing. And 2, the homeowner doesn't care about it if they don't think you can get them the result. If you're being honest looking at your website, does it give them any reason to believe that you're different? Is there any real proof that you can actually get them what they're looking for? Does it show them that other homeowners have made this exact same decision and felt great about it? Odds are the answer is no. Everyone says they have quality service. Everyone says they are trusted professionals. And so they do what any rational person does when they're uncertain. They get more quotes. They get more options, they get more comparisons, they delay the decision. And eventually, the conversation shifts to price. It's not a price problem, it's a trust problem. And here's the part worth sitting in. This is a lose-lose for everyone. You're doing more estimates, making less money, and the homeowner is spending their time comparing quotes when they should already know that you're the right one for the job. Give them a reason to stop wasting their time. So, how do you fix it? There are 3 main things that every homeowner needs before making a decision. Attraction, trust, and clarity. Attraction is getting your eyes on the business. Ads, marketing, SEO, word of mouth, everything that gets a homeowner to reach out. And while it's great to get people to notice you, most companies make the mistake of only spending their time here. But here's the question worth asking. What happens after they reach out? Reaching out is not the same as making a decision. And if the decision happens when they're sitting at their table comparing you to 2 or 3 other competitors, you're toast. You need them to see immediately that you have a massive advantage. You're not like other companies and you have major social proof. They need to trust you first, and that's where most companies do a terrible job. By the time you're sitting across from that homeowner, the trust decision is already halfway made. They've already looked you up, they've already formed an impression. The question is just whether that impression worked in your favor or against you. Second, there's clarity. Clarity is the homeowner feeling certain about what they're choosing, understanding the process, knowing what to expect, feeling like the decision is obvious, not just fine. When you have all 3, attraction, trust, and clarity, the homeowner stops shopping. They stop comparing. They move forward. When you only have attraction, you have leads, and leads without trust and clarity are just expensive conversations that end in the 5 words that you already know. So what does fixing the trust and clarity gap actually look like? That's the problem that I built the Inquire to Install system to solve. The idea is simple. Instead of hoping the homeowner trusts you by the time the estimate happens, you install strategic video assets into your sales process that build trust and clarity before you even show up. At the center of the system is what I call the flagship trust video. This is the piece that answers every question the homeowner is quietly asking. Who are these people? Do they know what they're doing? What makes them different from other companies that I'm looking at? What should I expect if I move forward? Instead of leaving those questions unanswered, the flagship trust video answers them clearly. Before the estimate, before the comparison, before the homeowner has a chance to default to price. Around that, we build additional trust assets. A process clarity video that walks homeowners through exactly what to expect. so there's no uncertainty about what working with you is going to look like. A founder video that puts a real person behind the company name. And finally, proof videos that show real experiences from real homeowners who are in the same position and made the same decision. Together, these assets do something most sales processes never do. They answer the trust and clarity question before you even walk in the door. Think about what that changes. When you show up to an estimate and the homeowner already trusts you, you're not defending your price anymore. You're confirming a decision they've already made. The feeling of driving to an estimate and dreading the comparison starts to go away because you're not walking into a price competition anymore. You're walking into a conversation where trust has already been established. Less confusion for the homeowner, less time wasted on both sides, more money in your pocket. Everybody wins. And when that's the environment you're operating in, a few things start to happen. Homeowners stop aggressively shopping. They make decisions faster. They feel less sensitive to price. And more of your inquiries convert to booked jobs. Higher close rates, fewer wasted estimates, smoother sales process. More revenue from the exact same leads you're already getting. Now, who is this actually built for? This works best for residential service companies that already have some traction. You're already generating inquiries, you're already having sales conversations, but somewhere between the inquiry and the install, there's some friction. Too many homeowners hesitate, too many compare on price, too many say some version of, we went with someone else. Typically, this works best for companies doing somewhere between $750K and $5 million a year who want to convert more of the attention that they're already getting. If you're spending money on ads and getting traffic, but your close rate isn't where you want it to be, the problem probably isn't ads. The problem is what happens after they click. If any of this is landing for you, the next step is simple. Book a strategy call below. On that call, we'll take a look at your current sales process together. We'll identify where trust and clarity are breaking down, and we'll figure out whether installing the inquiry to install system makes sense for you and your company. If it's a fit, I'll walk you through exactly what that looks like. If it's not, you'll still leave with a clearer picture of where you're losing jobs between the inquiry and the install. So if you're ready to have that not be an issue for your business going forward, click the link below, book a call, and let's take a look.